Snow continues to fall. We've had light to moderate snow and at times heavy bursts of snow around the area, and some of the spots are getting a lot more than others. Here's some footage from Chuck Sibley, who's been out and about in the snow all day long watching road crews work to remove the snow. Quite a bit of that wet, dense, heavy snow to work on. A lot of shoveling will be done later today, and it's going to be backbreaking, unfortunately. It's very dense snow. That's the way it goes in March, unfortunately. Here's some live imagery now. This is Austin looking at Interstate 90. Snow continues to fall. Moderate amounts of snowfall still going on. Here's imagery from first thing this morning. This is we've had so many pictures taken and sent in. We have just show you maybe a couple of those. But this is that beginning of the day, just before the snow came in. It took a long time for that snow to arrive, but the clouds came in and it made for just a perfect timing with that sun rising in the east. Joe Steskel sent the picture from Wilson. Beautiful color, gold and orange and yellow. That's from one of our viewers there in Wilson, which is not too far from Winona. Snow continues to build its way north and westward. Looking at the winter storm warning that remains in effect, Rochester, the possibility of up to 8 inches of snow. Airport just reported a total coming in moments ago of more than 5 inches at the airport. Here at the studio, we have about 2.5 inches, so a lot less here in the heart of Rochester than south and west. And you see some of the coloring here from the airport to the southwest. That's where the heaviest snow is falling. That's where the highest totals will be. So at the airport, it may end up being closer to that 8-inch total versus the actual city limits of Rochester, where they'll be maybe closer to 6 inches by the end of the day. And you see that axis of that heaviest snow right to the heart of the area, where that band of snow has been stationary and producing moderate snowfall throughout much of the day. 30 degrees right now in Rochester. It feels like 21 on the weather patio. Winds 11 miles per hour. At the airport, 5.5. Marble Rock, 5 inches. Decorah, 4.5 inches. Downtown, 3.2. A couple miles south of the studio. Here at the studio, it's 2.5 inches. In Mantorville, 2.5 inches as well. Still snow covering everything, and looking at 3 or 4, maybe 5 more inches on top of that across parts of the area until we taper off this evening. 28 in Rochester now. It's 30 in Austin. Charles City, 30. In Winona, where the snow is much lighter. It's 34 degrees there. At the airport, 28 in Rochester. Snow falling pretty heavily right now. 16 the wind chill, 16 the wind speed. It is a breezy, cold, wintry day. Snow continues into the evening hours, then tapering off pretty quickly. We get close to that 7 o'clock time frame, just at the end of the evening commute. Then a cool gray stretch of weather for the midweek, and then looking ahead at the weekend, there is a nice little warm up. There'll be more and more sun and more spring in the forecast than winter. We start the week, though, on a wintry note with that snow being fed in ahead of that storm system and not really moving much. Again, that same area of snow is going to be falling in the same areas, almost a training pattern, as you see sometimes in heavy rainfall, but this is going to be heavy snowfall training along. By around 7 o'clock, things begin to taper off, and then we're clear and drying things out, or clear of precipitation anyway, by around 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So snow goes into the evening hours right around sunset. That is also when the winds will drop off, but still moderate to at times heavy snow possible. 6 o'clock temperature around 30, dropping into the upper 20s in the overnight hours. Around 30 today, or low 30s tomorrow. Maybe a few breaks of the sun and much lighter wind, and that'll help us reach the mid and upper 30s across the area. But here's future track watching the snow move through. A quieter evening and a quieter night. Tomorrow we'll see clouds at first, at least some breaks in the clouds though in the afternoon, and then even more of that sunshine breaking through at times on St. Patrick's Day, though there is a system that's going to graze us to the south that may generate a couple of spotty sprinkles in our areas that kind of clips the area to the south. And that's the only other precipitation chance we have until maybe early next week. The weekend itself looking dry until Sunday evening as it stands right now. Temperatures by the weekend in the 50s. We start melting that snow definitely by then, if not maybe a little bit before. But that fresh coating of snow may slow that warming process during the week. 31 today, windy as snow, up to 7 inches maybe here in Rochester, or at least at the airport here at downtown and northwest. We may see about 6 inches overall. 27 tonight, snow tapering off, the freezing drizzle. And then tomorrow breaks the sunshine, otherwise mostly cloudy. Not much of a north breeze though, very light winds. 37, and then 7-day forecast 40s, and then we start seeing those 50s. All that warm, familiar stuff we had last week starts coming back, and then maybe some rain early next week. But temperature is looking very spring-like. Ted's Trivia. Who warned Julius Caesar that he would be assassinated on the Ides of March, the 15th of March?
A soothsayer. See?
Yes, you remember that. You did your reading in high school, right? A little Shakespeare?
You got to.
Yeah, that's right. Soothsayer. Sometimes I'm a soothsayer of weather. I don't predict, assassinations. Nothing quite like that, but predicting snowfall. So,
That's a different skill set, Ted.
yeah.
Thank you.